Today I am really excited because I am going to be unboxing my Father's World kindergarten curriculum for you. This is not a brand new unboxing. We have been using this curriculum over the last 10 years. I have gone through it 4 times with all 4 of my kids and I love it. So as I go through all this, I'm going to give you a little bit of my tips and tricks of what we have done along the way. And it is my hope to help make homeschooling easy for you too. So I am taking the things that I have learned over the years and putting them in these videos so that you can speed up your learning curve without making the same mistakes that I make. The first thing you are going to get with every level of curriculum is this teacher's guide. My cover is going to look very different from yours because it is 10 years old, but yours is going to be an orange cover. It is part of the grammar level classes that you have. And in this teacher's manual, it has everything you need to know. And if you want to see exactly what goes on inside the teacher's manual, I am going to be doing a video over here in the next couple of weeks. So once I do that, I will post it here. And I'm going to break down what is inside the My Father's World Teacher's Guide and how to use this, how to tab this. So if you want to understand how to get the most out of this guide and how to tab it for quick reference throughout the year, check out this video as soon as it is posted. This is going to have a daily breakdown of all of your tasks, which is so wonderful. This is why My Father's World is an open and go kind of curriculum. It's my favorite thing. I can open the page, see exactly what we need to do, and start teaching right away. So these teacher's guides are the foundations of every grade of curriculum that My Father's World has. They're laid out really well, and once you learn how to use them, you will find it a breeze also. The next thing you're going to get is a set of student sheets, which I don't have the original student sheet packet because they're empty. Those are a consumable good. These are some leftovers from the kindergarten student sheets that we have not used. You actually need one per student, and those are going to be fun worksheets which they will fill out as they go along and have little activities for them. They are not too expensive. I think it is cheaper to buy a second set of student sheets than it is to make copies yourself. The next thing you are going to get, and mine looks slightly different, is going to be this book about dinosaurs. One of our units this year in kindergarten is about dinosaurs. This is one of the Creation Museum by Ken Ham books. They have a new updated version. So yours is going to look a little bit different from mine, but it's going to be a similar concept, and it's going to teach really what is the truth about dinosaurs, where do dinosaurs fit into the Bible and into our world history. Another tool you're going to get, and mine looks slightly different, is this foam ABC chart. Mine looks different because I think my kids ripped up or destroyed the original one. So I got this one as a replacement from the Dollar Tree. This comes in your essentials packet, but if your students are hard on it, or maybe you keep it for multiple years and have multiple students using it and lose some of the letters, you can just get replacements here at the Dollar Tree. And they have those every year at the beginning of the school season. So in September, they carry these foam letters every single year. It's a great time to replace these ABC cards. And so each letter has a different animal or plant or something attached to it so that you can learn the short vowel and simple letter sounds for each letter. We sing this song every day, and so I hole punched mine and put it onto this little ring. We're going to sing this song every day, and I like to flip through it when they're all attached like this. It's also super easy to take on the go. If I'm going to do school at the park or at the library, I can take this with me. We also travel a lot, so lots of times we're doing school as we're traveling in the hotel rooms or something like that. Other people, though, will post these all around their schoolroom. If you sit down and do school in a schoolroom in your house every week, this is a fun thing to have on the wall, and the student could go around and point to them as they're singing the song. Okay, the next thing is for the parent, and I'm telling you what, I love this book. This is for the children's sake. It is written about the Charlotte Mason school style. Mom, Dad, read this book. Don't skip out on this. I actually use this as kind of the foundation for how I have homeschooled all the way through. Even if we did something a little bit different from My Father's World, this was very foundational for us in using kind of a Charlotte Mason, a hands-on, a classical learning style. And I'm going to be doing this as a read aloud with my thoughts and ideas. And so once I get that posted, I will link a video here, and I'm going to do this chapter by chapter and tell you guys what my experience has been over the last 10 to 12 years that we have been homeschooling. Also a part of the Essentials kit is this classical music CD. This is super fun. It's got some great music. I love how My Father's World introduces the students to classical music and artists, but doesn't make it painful. So it's very simple. I also am able to find most of these songs on YouTube because I actually don't have a CD player anymore. And so I just take the name of the song and I search it on YouTube. Another thing you're going to get is this inflatable globe. Mine also looks different because just like the foam letters, I found my globe popped couple years into using it. And so this is another thing I pick up at the Dollar Tree to replace my curriculum. You actually use this same globe for multiple years throughout the My Father's World curriculum. And so we have hands on this ball and I let my kids play with it. I want learning to be fun. So even when we're done with school, I'll let them play with it, toss it around, play with it in the house. And so I actually will pick these up at the Dollar Tree every September so that I always have backup for when the current one we are using pops and I have to replace it. The final thing that's going to come in your Essentials curriculum, and mine looks slightly different, is a rod or stick play thing. So mine is called the Cuisinart rods, and it is these multicolored little sticks, each having different length to them. The one they currently use is a maple plank system, but they're both going to be teaching similar concepts. It's building with just basic shapes, and you're going to be doing all sorts of building and learning through playing with just these very simple natural toys. Okay, those are all of the essentials for the My Father's World. I want to dive now into the deluxe package, but they're adding in is a literature package, which is great because at the kindergarten level, you are doing a lot of picture books reading. We're exposing these children to new concepts and new ideas. And so they have a literature collection that has books specifically tailored for science and math and all the different themed units and writing. And so with this literature package, it cuts down on needing to take trips to the library to find books or needing to find them in other places. Although there is a very extensive list of books in the back of the teacher's guide. And so there are still plenty of opportunities to find great books at the library to go along with the curriculum. If you don't have your own little children's library started in your house yet, I totally recommend you buy the deluxe package and you get that started. They are great books. I want to talk about a couple things that came in the deluxe package 10 years ago that does not come today, and I did call My Father's World, and if you have never reached out to them, they have the most amazing customer service that I have ever spoken to. But I did reach out to them today and ask, what and why have you all made some of the changes between the kindergarten curriculum I had 10 years ago and the one this year? And I'm going to show those to you. And they said because they aren't available to be shipped to all 50 states. And they felt that that wasn't a good fit to be recommending a product that you can't get in your state. The first thing is this butterfly garden, and it folds up real small here, but we undo the Velcro and it can hang. Both of these products are from Insect Lore. Basically, you buy this product and then you send in a paper certificate and they will give you your first round of caterpillars for free, and they come shipped in a little tube. You can do that through Amazon or through their website. They come with little food. Once they cocoon, you move them into here and you set and watch them, and they explain everything about how to set this up. And then they will break open out of their cocoon, turn into butterflies, and you can keep them in here for a couple more days and feed them some healthy, appropriate food before you release them to the wild. And this has just been the coolest. We do this with the butterfly unit the week that you are learning about the letter B. So if you can have live animals shipped in your state, I totally recommend you add this to your curriculum because this is one of those memories my kids talk about for years to come. The second thing that we do, and this is also Insect Lore, is an ant farm. So you have the front side of the ant hill here. You got the back side where you put the sand. This is what the sand, and there's like a little poking stick. They give great instructions when they come with this. And you get to watch these insects build their tunnels. But I highly recommend you get this, and they will ship you live ants to put in this, again, with a certificate. Okay, the last thing I want to talk about are some of the things that My Father's World instruction manual teaches you or instructs you to do for this learning year. And part of these are part of the student pages. And I just want to show you how I've put a couple of these things together, and I just keep them from year to year in my kindergarten box so that I don't have to redo the prep work on some of these things. One of the things we do is we do a 100 chart with straws. And so I went to the store. I bought a pack of 100 straws, and I bought those little plastic ponytail holders that you put in girls' hair when you're like doing them real tight, and we keep those in here. Another fun activity that is part of the student sheets are these letter bingo games. And so I cut these out. They're kind of on cardstock, and I got some little jewel kind of marble beads from the Dollar Tree, which are fun for my kids. And we play bingo with these cards, and I just have these beads. And so I have kept these from year to year together. Third thing that I keep in here is a salt tray where there's a thin layer of salt on the bottom and you draw the letter in it. So I've got a couple of different trays here. I have this one secured with a lid. I have this one that's more of a wooden tray. We just keep it in a bag. But I like to have these ready and keep them in my box so that every day when we start to practice our letters, I don't have to go pour salt into a container. I've got it right here ready to go, and it does not go bad. So I think this salt is probably 4 years old. These are the memory phrases that your students are going to be memorizing all year long. It comes with the verse cards. This is another one I use these metal rings on, and I hole punched each of these cards and put them together in this little flip book so that they don't get lost, and I can just flip through every single day. I can show the student the picture, and then they can quote the little memory phrase, and I can flip through these real easily. Again, it makes it easy to take it on the go. The next thing I want to talk about is this ABC chart. You're going to use this for a lot of games. So after I cut it out, and I had it laminated, and it was worth it because it has now held up for like 10 years. This was not technically part of the curriculum, but I just went on Google. I got a little number line from 0 to 9. I believe My Father's World had one from 1 to 10, but I actually wanted to teach my student the digits 0 to 9 and then teach them at 10, you start putting 2 digits together. I also laminated these, and every day when we're doing math practice and number practice, I just set this out on the table in front of them. They never have to ask me how to write a number. They're always welcome to look at this and write it down until they get it memorized. Same with these letters. I just set this on the table, so anytime we're practicing, they are welcome to look at this to remind themselves how to write letters. And while I'm thinking about it, if you are teaching your student how to write letters, I have found it to be really helpful to give them a verbal clue of what shape they're making while they're drawing it. That way I don't have to model it for them every time they forget. I have just put together a video up here of the verbal clues and how I speak to my children when they trace or write their letters that I think would be really helpful to you. So you should check that out. When we draw the letter I, we draw a tall line down, hat, and foot. When they say hat, they know it goes across the top. When I say foot, they know it goes centered across the bottom. And so it's just a verbal clue to remind them how to write something. Another resource that you cut out are these letter cards, and they have an uppercase and lowercase for each letter. One, I can hole punch the top and put them on a ring just like the other ones. I do that. I like that method. I also like to go on the back because you are learning to play matching games, and I like to put a dot on the back of the cards that are uppercase letters. And then it's easy when I am using these to sort it by uppercase and lowercase. It's easy when they're face down for a matching game to know the dot ones are uppercase, the no dots are lowercase, because we use them in multiple different ways. And so I was constantly sorting and resorting them into different groups. And I just want to show you real quick what these look like when they come in the packet. Here's all of the theme. These are all of the letter cards. And so you can see as I bought new student sheets for my younger students, I'm not recutting these out. I'm saving myself the headache of cutting by just keeping them from my first student. Another thing that you cut out are these short vowel letter sounds, and I keep these stacked together in a little Ziploc bag as well. Final thing that we use is the blend ladder, and this is another one I just wanted to recommend you go and get laminated. So both the ABC chart, the blend ladder, and whatever number system you want to use, I recommend you laminate those. You keep them for a long time. It'll keep them nice and clean. You use those almost every day. If you don't want to pay to laminate them, you could also put it inside a sheet protector, and that might help from spills and different things like that that can tend to destroy them when you have kindergartners using paper. When it comes to using the blend ladder, I did find this a little bit confusing the first couple of times we used it. So if it would be helpful to you, I have a video up here that gives you an example of me and my student using it and sounding it out and figuring out how it goes. So check that video out if you want to see modeled how you use this blend ladder. Okay, and that is everything that I keep in the My Father's World kindergarten box. I'm going to link anything extra that I talked about through Amazon in the description below, so you can go and check those items out and see if that's a helpful and a good fit for your family. I'm also going to link any videos that I've talked about in the descriptions below. I'm going to be doing a follow-up video to this on how I use the My Father's World kindergarten curriculum, and I'm going to give you my review and my opinion and takes on it. Like I said, I have been through this 4 times. We've been homeschooling for 12 years now. My eldest is getting ready to graduate, and so I'm going to give you my veteran mama opinion on My Father's World kindergarten curriculum. And so you can check that video out here as soon as it is done. Also, if you made it to the end of this video, thank you so much for watching. Would you please leave a heart in the comments and like and subscribe to my channel, because if you liked this video, I am doing a whole bunch more, and I hope that this saves you some time and energy as you are starting this homeschooling journey. And have a blessed day.